Or maybe I just won't say anything and we'll just go as is and,
Sure.
Okay. And we'll talk about it.
About Papua New Guinea.
Huh? What? Who's talking about?
In a rainforest in Papua New Guinea, Christopher Bacon is given a rare orchid to use in his research for cancer-killing agent. What?
What?
They're reviewing the wrong book.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm on this one.
Yeah.
And I guess somebody is just reviewing probably another title called Elixir.
Yeah.
And
ooh, I'm excited to... Wait, hold on. This is exciting.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's my impression. There's a podcaster I really like who does an impression of Aziz Ansari going, oh no. And I do it all the time now. I think
it's very good.
I always feel like I have to email her and be like, it's thanks to you that I impersonate Aziz Ansari so much in my daily life now. So thank you.
Shout out.
Yeah,
no, so this review for 5 stars for it is in a rainforest in Papua New Guinea, Christopher Bacon is given a rare orchid to use in his research for a cancer-killing agent. However, while this flower can be used to create an elixir that stops cancer cells from replicating, it also restores the body to a younger, healthier state in which it lasts for centuries. The experience none of the maladies associated with old age. That's pretty damn cool. And then it goes on. Elixir is a thriller. It starts a little slow, much like a roller coaster, being pulled to the top of the first hill, then rushes through ups and downs, twists and turns for the ride that will not disappoint you. Enjoy a plot filled with industrial espionage, murder, fascism, wealth, greed, secret identities, and personal histories that reveal the life and characters of these very human people and their emotions. It was worth 5 stars to me. Now, who is making the movie? I will be there to watch it. We are not reading that book.
No, I don't think we are, because I'm sitting here, I'm like, yeah, what does Elixir mean? Maybe I'm forgetting, but there's no mention of the actual main character. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's the right book, dude. But watch when we get to the end of it, that is the book.
Well, they mentioned Christopher Bacon,
right?
Gary Beaver.
Beaver?
Yeah.
Oof.
Braver. I'm not sure.
I like
Chris
Beaver.
And his wife Wendy, Roger and Laura Glover. Do any of these sound familiar to you?
Wrong book. Wrong book, dude.
So what are we going to be talking about today?
Well, folks, we're going to be talking about a little book called Elixir by Hilary Duff. Welcome to the Books as Bad as Twilight podcast, where we talk about books and see if they are as bad or better than the book Twilight book series by Stephanie Meyer.
Oh no, here's another one.
Another?
That thinks it's because it's talking about Gary Braver.
How hard is it?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
There's a couple of them that recognize that it's the Hilary Duff one.
Why, people who are reviewing, can I just
ask? Chris Bacon, scientist.
You know what? Oh no. Look,
no.
People who write book reviews, I like to write book reviews, and whenever I write book reviews, I like to figure out exactly the plot, what's going on. I feel like, I don't know, maybe don't click the wrong book. I don't know. I feel like that's something that's not that hard to do, especially with the Jack with the Cursed Child book.
Mm-hmm.
And people were reviewing it and they're like, yeah, J.K. Rowling wrote a great book. And I'm like,
no.
Oh, honey. No.
It's not J.K.
No. Unfortunately, no. Well, actually, I don't know. But yeah, that's a shame that these reviews are on here.
I know. I had to look for ones. Is the main character's name
Clay, I think.
Clay.
I think that's how you say it.
Clea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cleo.
Clara? Whose name? Okay, if anyone's name is Clea, tell us how to pronounce it.
Please do. Please write into us and let us know. We'd love to hear.
By the way, I'm Brittany.
Oh, I'm Danielle.
Hey.
Hey, welcome back to our show. This was a very what's the word? Impromptu. Yeah, sure.
Maybe? I don't know.
Kind of intro, you know. But here we are back for season 3 of the Books as Bad as Twilight podcast. And of course, as I said earlier, we are going to be reading a little book called Elixir by the famous singer and actress Hilary Duff, and also co-written with Elise Alen.
Yes.
So, real quick before we get into it, we just want to mention our sponsor, Audible. Audible is the leading provider of audiobooks on the interwebs. And today, by using our link, www.audibletrial.com/BaBaT, you can get a free trial to Audible for 30 days and a free audiobook of your choice. You can get Elixir. Go ahead and listen along with us.
Did we check?
Let's check real quick, but I'm pretty sure I did check, but let's just check one more time.
Might as well.
We'll put in like the Jeopardy theme music here. It is.
Okay, cool.
Oh, wait.
Is it the other one?
No, it says Elixir first chapter. Oh, maybe it means first chapter because it's a series, so it's like the first book. Okay. Well, no, it says it's 39 minutes, so no, it's literally the first chapter. 39 minutes.
That's long for a first chapter.
Yeah, it says, somebody wrote the reviews, I was bored by this book. Maybe they meant bored. I'm confused because great for a book teaser, somebody wrote.
Okay.
So the first chapter's on Audible. That's kind of strange, but go to Audible and get a different book.
Yeah, because what's cool about Audible is if you don't like the book, you can always exchange it at any time. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they have an exchange policy.
What?
Yeah, for their audiobooks.
Do you know how many days that is?
I don't know.
I had a book for like a year and I hated it. I didn't know I could exchange it.
You could see. I learned about this from other podcasts.
Well, now the more you know. Well, that just my mind is blown.
Wow.
It is. I seriously did not know that.
Everywhere, your brain.
It is. Oh my god. It's disgusting. All right. So use our link audibletrial.com/BaBaT for a free 30-day trial and a free audiobook of your choice.
It's in our show notes.
Indeed it is. So let's get into it. Like we said, we're talking about a book, really, I mean, Elixir by Hilary Duff, like I said, co-written by Elise Alen. But really, Elise Alen is often forgotten. In fact, I had forgotten that she was a co-writer of this book. It was Brittany who saw it and reminded me. And because, I guess, because Hilary Duff is such a name that people recognize, that they just kind of like, oh yeah, written by Hilary Duff. Hilary Duff wrote a book.
Wait, are you ready for this review?
Oh my god.
Quick?
Yes.
5 stars, great book. Now, we don't know if it's talking about the Hilary Duff elixir or the other elixir that by an anonymous person that we don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Best book ever written besides the Holy Bible.
Oh my god. Can we have that quote on our website? That's amazing.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh my god. I love that.
By Phil Kill Digester.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, Phil.
Digester. Phil Kill Digester?
Phil Kill Digester.
Wow. That's excellent. Thank you, sir. Okay. Interesting. Best book since the Holy Bible. That's a big claim, Phil. We're gonna make sure that we figure that out if what you're saying is true or false.
I shouldn't email him.
Yeah.
So, do you have a synopsis of this?
I do.
Because I have no idea what this book is about at all.
I do have a synopsis. Here we go. I can. Clay. I'll just say Clay. Can we agree? Clay?
I think Clay's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clay Raymond has felt the glare of the spotlight her entire life. The daughter of a renowned surgeon and a prominent Washington, D.C. politician, she's grown to be a talented photojournalist who takes refuge in a career that allows her to travel to the most exotic parts of the world. But after Clay's father disappears while on a humanitarian mission, Clay's photos begin to feature eerie, shadowy images of a strange and beautiful man. A man she has never seen before. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'll say what I was going to say in a second.
Okay.
When fate brings Clay and this man together, she is stunned by the immediate and powerful connection she feels with him. As they grow closer, they are drawn deep into the mystery.
What does this have to do anything with her father?
Look.
Go on.
You just have to read it, Brittany.
Go
As they grow closer, they are drawn deep into the mystery behind her father's disappearance, and they discover the centuries-old truth behind their intense bond. Torn by a dangerous love triangle and haunted by a powerful secret that holds their fates. Together, they race against time to unravel their pasts in order to save their lives and their futures.
Did you say centuries old?
Yeah.
So how old is the main character?
She's not that old.
But this is going on for centuries? The secret of their relationship?
Maybe. Okay, so for context.
So I'm trying to understand that.
For context.
She a time traveler?
I forget. I don't remember. So I don't remember anything about. Yeah.
I wonder if this is like airs on Fantasy-ish.
It definitely is. Oh yeah, totally. It's
okay. So
honestly,
magic?
This is actually kind of a perfect book to read on this podcast because it's like almost, it reads like Twilight. It feels like Twilight. It'll be interesting.
That's actually one of the reviews I was going to read.
Oh, great. I'm excited for that. Now, I have a question. Well, you don't know anything about this book.
I have no idea.
Okay. Had you heard of it before I even mentioned it?
No.
Okay, so I heard of this book in college. I read it in the summer of 2011. It was right before the final Harry Potter movie came out.
Okay.
And at first, I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was a pretty okay book. Mm-hmm. And then I saw the last Harry Potter movie, and I was like, oh my god, this book sucks. And so I just continued reading it just to get it over with. And then I read Harry Potter again.
Uh-huh.
And the more and more distance I get from it, the more I'm like, wow, that book was really awful.
It was probably brain candy.
Yes.
It was something to fill the void while you were waiting for Harry Potter.
But I wanted to read it because, like, I like Hilary Duff. I don't have anything against her. I don't celebrate her. It's not like I actively go to see her movies, but
I haven't seen her since Disney, so I have no idea what she's doing in her life.
I know she's on that show Younger, but I've never watched it.
That's right. I watched like 2 episodes of that.
Okay.
And I was bored instantly.
I was going to say, the concept just doesn't interest me at all. I've seen some clips of it, but it's like, oh, Hilary Duff's edgy. Mm-hmm. Like, you know.
She's not, though. She's the same character as Lizzie
Just an
McGuire.
adult?
Yeah. Well, at least that's what I got from the first couple episodes.
All right. Well, then. So I read this in 2011, and, you know, because I think Hilary Duff's fine. I don't care that much, but she's fine. I was interested to see when I heard she wrote a book. I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. I want to read it. Mm-hmm. And so I bought it, not only for myself, I bought a copy for my friend for her birthday. Be interesting to bring her on the podcast if she ever read it. And yeah, but I haven't really touched it, haven't had anything to do with it. There's some sequels. It's like a trilogy, I believe. So, but I've never had any interest in it. It is, okay. So I've never had an interest in that. I've never wanted to keep reading, nor have I really wanted to revisit Hilary Duff ever again. But this is going to be a fun book to read in the podcast for sure.
Oh no. I hope that I'm not disappointed with the fantasy aspects of it. Because that's my genre.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, let me put it this way. I hope you're not either. I don't think you will be. I think from my perspective, what I know of your reading style, I think you might like the idea of it, but the execution is bad.
Yeah.
So
I can't wait until our announcement later when I get to suggest a particular book of some persuasion that I think will open your world. Yes.
Wait, have we talked about this, or is just something?
It's a book I've mentioned on here before that I can't wait to bring up on the...
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Coded.
Yeah,
message.
coded. You won't know. Haha. All right, cool. I'm excited. I was actually going to ask you about that before the podcast, and I forgot, so I'm so excited now.
Oh, God, I'll tell you about it later.
Yes. All right, so let's get into some reviews, Brittany. I have some I found on Goodreads as well. So when you're done...
5 or 1?
Only 1, actually, because they're just the ones, like, on the front page. They're 1 and 2s.
Perfect.
Like, that's all that's coming
I have
up.
the 5s and you'll pick
cool.
the 1s.
Okay.
All right. Are we ready?
Ready.
So you really have to look for these 5-star reviews because they people who are reviewing do confuse it with another book by the same name. So this one was submitted in 2015.
Okay.
Elixir had been on my TBR list. To be read, I guess?
Yeah, that would be to be read, yeah.
On my to be read list since it came out 5 years ago. The thing is, I'm a fan of Hilary Duff's music, movies, and I was terrified from not liking this book. Thankfully, this was not the case at all. I should have read this sooner because it was amazing. I enjoyed this right from page 1. It usually takes me a little while to get into a book, so it's always awesome when I could get swept away so fast. The mystery of it starts pretty quickly, and the intrigue never let up. There were times when I was honestly scared because of the weirdness happening. Only a few books have literally made me jump in my seat, and this was one of them. And then she goes and describes, like, the characters and how she likes them, who's the heroine, and, like, people obsessed with mythology, and here's Sage, and I don't know who that is. Another character, blah, 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 blah. This book was fantastic and completely addicting. I highly recommend it if you haven't already read it, and can't wait to start the next. 5 out of 5.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting because this person, like, look, it's a detailed review.
I was thinking when you were reading it, she seems very knowledgeable, and even like just the way she wrote the review is not bad.
She paid attention.
Yeah, she did a good job writing the review.
And it's a verified purchase, so it's not someone like just bullshitting around.
Right, exactly. All right.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
That intrigues me.
Okay.
So that's good. Should I read another 5, or do you want to hop in?
Do you want to go back and forth, I guess?
Yeah, let's hop in on 1.
Okay. All right. So this review is from Goodreads. It's a 1-star review. Oh my God, it's very long. So I'm only going to read a little of it. Let me see. Okay, well, all right. I won't be able to read the whole thing. I'll just read the beginning. It's a 1-star review, and it's from Morgan F. Should I say the people who review, or should I?
I don't. Generally.
Okay, so I won't do. I'll start over. Okay. So this review is a 1-star review, and it begins, I'm warning you now, this is more of a rant than a cohesive, intelligent review. It'll be filled with spoilers and unladylike language, so people of delicate sensibilities take heed.
That's really funny.
Yeah. And, okay, let me just scroll through. The end says, I'm just so done with these crappy paranormal or YA paranormals. They're all the same. My intelligence is being insulted.
There's a good book I'm going to suggest then at the end of this if we don't like it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Go on. I'm sorry.
That's all everything else is spoilers, literally.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That I wanted to read it, but I was just scanning through it, and everything's spoilers.
So it is a paranormal book then?
Yes. And I just find something else I can kind of read.
Okay.
It says, this book infuriated me. How stupid do publishers think teens are? This is the same typical formula for every other YA excuse me, YA paranormal book out there, except wrapped up in a different dress. There's nothing special about it, no spark. The writing was dead and lifeless, as were all the characters. I was bored out of my mind with the predictability of it all when I wasn't in a rage of seething hot fury.
This person is angry.
I like this person already. I want to be friends with you. Let's bring her on the show. All right, your turn.
Oh, okay. To be honest, I was surprised how hooked I became with this book. After a while, I was going to read it because I bought the book, but before I knew it, the book was over and I wanted more. It's about a girl named Clay, who is a photographer who notices the same man in her photos from a recent trip. She was the daughter of a famous senator mother, and world-renowned cardiologist father, who had recently died, and she's looking for answers. So, okay, she's giving a summary.
Yeah.
Potion that's supposed to keep you... Oh! Maybe this is... Okay, so Ben is researching... it's called Elixir, a potion that keeps you alive forever from the fountain of youth.
Was there a person named Sage in the original review that you read?
Yes.
There's a Sage in here too, I think. That's
Okay.
why I was wondering. I was like,
Yeah, the other review sounds very similar. Then.
that's why I'm confused, because it said nothing about Clay, who was literally the main character, but it says everything about all these other characters. I don't remember anything about curing cancer. The book has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Like, I mean, maybe it does, like, more when we read it, but, like, at the end of the day, what I remember is not that.
Well, this other person talks about it being kind of like Jurassic Park. Did you get the feel of a Jurassic Park in this?
Oh my god, no.
Okay, so it has to be two different books then.
I mean,
people are reviewing.
Jurassic Park?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even really like Jurassic Park that much, and that is a superior, way superior
book.
Yeah.
I never read it.
Movie. Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, we're very confused right now because we can't tell if the reviews are actually for this book or another book called Elixir.
Okay, so this one is definitely not about Elixir.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It says, I can't remember if it was first person or not, but the sexual content was at a minimum.
I mean, yeah.
Love the story, and the pace seemed to increase further along until I got to a place where I didn't want to put it down. Great book. I will look for more from Gary Beaver for sure.
So Gary
Braver.
You know what? Let's look
God
this
damn
up.
it, Gary Braver.
Damn you! I'm gonna look up Gary Braver right now.
Yeah. Okay. So here is one that says Hilary Duff.
Okay.
I'm going to read this. Honestly, good book. Anyone who loves fiction should read it and put a different perspective on Hilary Duff as a person. I mean, it's her first book and doesn't fall from every other writer who does fiction. What? It doesn't fall from every... That doesn't make any sense. Sorry, person. So basically, it's a good fiction book by this person. Yeah. But it's not only written by Hilary Duff. It's also co-written. Yeah. This one is also specific about Hilary Duff. I just picked up this book at the library a few years ago thinking I would read it to see if Hilary Duff was a good writer or not. After reading the first chapter, she had me completely captivated, so much so I went out and bought the book for my Kindle. Following Clay and Sage on their journey to find a solution to the elixir of life and the way for them to be together without tragedy striking was fantastic. I can't wait to follow up this book and more stories by Hilary Duff in the future.
All right. Well, as you were reading that review, I have an update on these Gary Braver reviews, okay? So I'm going to show you so you know that I'm on the right page. Gary Braver, Elixir. This is on Amazon.
Yep.
Scroll down. The first review, Elixir has been on my TBR list for...
No!
And it says, I'm a fan of Hilary Duff. Amazon did this. This is an Amazon thing.
No, Amazon.
And even, like, what was the one in a rainforest in Papua New Guinea?
Yeah. Oh, Amazon.
So that's why. That's is an
Amazon
thing.
Mistake. Okay.
Yeah. This is... Yeah, because literally I'm seeing reviews that you've started reading.
Okay, we're going to forgive the writers of these reviews.
Sorry, writers. Well, wow. Okay, so... Oh my god, that's really funny. Because I looked over and I was like, you've got to be kidding me, bro. All right, so I'm going to read a 1-star.
Sure.
This is from Goodreads again. Bah ha ha, Hilary Duff wrote a book and it was not very good, shocking. I feel like these YA paranormal fantasy books are all the same. Nothing new ever happens. Recycled plots with different names, different paranormal abilities. Sorry, my headphones are like popping weird.
Is it me?
Oh, that...
Sorry.
That's okay. I thought there was something wrong, and I was like, what is happening?
Is it this? Ready?
Yes. Oh, okay, that's so funny. That makes me feel so much better, because I thought they were breaking.
I don't know why the microphone picked up on that. That's, like, very subtle.
I don't even know if it is. I think it's the wire, honestly. Yeah, because how could that happen?
I don't know. Anyways, go on.
Anyway, so...
Sorry.
Our minds are all over the place. So there's one boring, vapid girl who is best friends with a great guy, but then meets a tall, dark, mysterious...
vapid girl. Jesus.
But meets a tall, dark, mysterious stranger. boring vapid girl falls instantly, madly, passionately in love with tall, dark, mysterious guy, while great best friend guy turns into a jealous jerk because he loved her first. And in some immortality and paranormal activity, and guys saving vapid girl from her stupidity, and maybe some woey, oh gosh, don't ever leave me. I hope he doesn't leave me. Why is he ignoring me? We are soulmates. I can't live without him.
So it's Twilight.
Yeah. And bam, you've now just read 95% of all YA novels currently being published. My brain bleeds. Okay, person, I agree with that review, but not that YA is not that bad, okay? No. There are a lot of YA bad books, but like 95% of all YA, I think that's a little much.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, there's not that many. I mean, I agree that there's like just a lot of shitty YA books, but there's like 95%. Oof, dude, Are you reading all the YA? That But yeah, you're right. I didn't really pick up on it a lot. Like I kind of did when I first read it, but I kind of tried to excuse it. But now, like the further away I get from it, I'm like, oh yeah, that was basically Twilight. Yeah. Like it's just you're making excuses.
They just switched the dark and mysterious, like and like the happy-go-lucky. So because Edward was it Edward?
Yeah.
Okay, Edward was the dark and mysterious, even though he's pale.
Right.
And Jacob, even though he's dark and mysterious, was the bestie.
Right.
So
actually,
just swapping it.
I want to ask you, were you Team Edward or Team Jacob?
No, Team Jacob.
Same, up top. Jacob was one of my favorite.
Why would you want a relationship with a vampire?
Yeah.
Like, at least a werewolf, like, it's their dog. Like,
yeah, you can pet him all the time.
It's a companion.
Yeah.
Oh. And their love is forever.
I know. I was going to say, like, that whole, like, plot of her and Jacob, like, I was like, you are just so mean to him. He is a great guy.
That was my favorite part of those books, is when they went into the werewolf lore.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part of the entire series, when they're talking about all that type of stuff. And
yeah.
there were rituals and, like, how close the Native Americans are to... Oh, sorry, I have to cough. It sounded like I was getting choked up, and I wasn't. How, like, it's their Native Americans turning into the werewolves and stuff like that. I thought that was really neat.
I agree.
I like that, even though it's culture appropriate.
Yeah, I was going to say, even though...
follow the Native American lores about shapeshifters and skinwalkers and everything like that. However, I thought that was a good twist on it.
Right. I think Stephanie Meyer, a lot of people hate on her for the things that she twisted, but I think you have to give her some credit that she was at least trying something different.
She's been creative.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, even if you're trying something different, doesn't mean it's good. Like, just saying.
Like sparkly vampires. That makes no sense.
Come on, guys. Sparkly vampires, please.
Or impregnating people when
don't get me even started. Like, oh, God. Yeah, anyway. All right. Go ahead with your next one.
Here's another one. 5 stars. Hilary Duff did her thing with this book. She so needs to put out a sequel. It kind of has a Twilight feel to it with the whole, quote, forbidden love, end quote thing. But it's not too cheesy. I hate books that are so predictable. So I was very pleased with the way Hilary held my attention and added suspense. Must read.
All right.
Sorry, I was making sure I did the inflections as written.
Very nice. I liked it. Up top, Air 5. There we go.
Water.
Awesome.
Water. I need it.
I love how we both just know SpongeBob quotes. Like, it's amazing. Like, 'cause sometimes I'll say stuff. As you know, one of my favorite phrases, when in doubt, pinky out. And, like, I'll say them, people are like, what? Like, I'm like, come on, dude. Actually... I know. Well, ironically, there's like a little plushie of SpongeBob hanging on my wall. I'm like looking at it. You can't see it, but I'll show you after this.
I was like, what are you looking at? What's down here?
It's like, is there something down here? Is there a bug or something? No. A big bug.
A big buggy.
So this is a 2-star review, but it's from a reviewer that I personally respect a lot. It's not too long.
Oh, so it's someone you know?
Not personally, but I actually, it's a long story. Yeah, I follow her very closely. So
stalker. Go on.
Yes. Just kidding. So she wrote, this book was just very dull and I really couldn't get into it. The lead is so going to be a Sue, meaning Mary Sue, that it's painful. I love Hilary Duff, but this is not something I could enjoy. Congrats on her being pregnant, though.
What's a Mary Sue?
A Mary Sue is basically the woman. We see this a lot with guys as well. I forget what the male equivalent is called, but it's basically when a guy can just it's just perfect, can do anything, and the narrative writes it that way. So a lot of people have called Rey from Star Wars a Mary Sue because she's just good at everything. She can fly the spaceship, and she just figures it out right away, and she's just equipped to do everything. Of course, she masters the Force right away.
Okay.
That's not the best example because I think the Star Wars culture is really just masked in like a lot of sexist ideals, like with at least when it comes to fan stuff.
I've never watched any of them, so I have
good.
no idea.
Then we don't even need to talk about it. Good. I don't even like Star Wars, so here we go.
I haven't watched a single thing, read a single thing.
Fair enough. All right.
None of it's. No interest whatsoever.
Me neither. I mean, look, I have a little bit of an interest. I've seen the newer movies, except Rogue One. I started watching that, and I was like, I can't do this. But I rented episode 7 at the library, and then I saw episode 8 in the theater and actually liked it. And then everybody flipped out about it and hated it. I was like,
that's upsetting.
Well, not everybody. I mean, just certain
critics.
people. And not even critics. A lot of critics like it. Look, it's a long story. We're not going to go into it. But I'm not a Star Wars fan. So anyway, any more reviews you want to read, or do you think?
I think we covered a good amount of them. How do you feel about it revisiting?
I'm kind of excited to revisit it because now, like, just for fun, like just to see. I don't want to make fun of Hilary Duff.
It's not making fun of Hilary Duff. It's making fun of her book.
True.
Because I don't know anything that Hilary's doing, and I
Neither
really
do
don't
I.
care.
Yeah, I like Hilary Duff. Like, again, like I said, I don't follow her career, but like I genuinely like. Look, her first album that shook me. Okay,
is that when she was dating Joel Madden from Good Charlotte? I think so.
I don't know. She was pretty young.
Yeah,
It was 2002.
She was young when they were dating.
Okay, maybe it was.
I think there's
I know she dated Aaron Carter or
difference
something
between them.
I just know it came out. I know I was listening to the album in 2002, 2003.
What album is this? I'm trying to remember.
I think it's just called, like, it's just self-titled, I believe. Or no, it's called Metamorphosis. That's what it's called. Yeah. Oh, I love it.
And there's that one music video where she's like sitting from the window and the rain's pouring.
That's Come
down.
Clean. Yet. Let the rain fall down and wake my dreams. Let it wash away my sanity. So I wanna feel the thunder. I wanna scream. Yet the rain fall down. I'm coming clean.
Yep.
I'm coming clean.
Yeah, I had that
I
too.
love that album. Like, that, I know, like, it's like not, people make fun of me all the time, but look, I love it. I can't help it. It's so good.
Catchy.
It's so
a very
catchy.
Catchy album.
My favorite lyric from that album is from the So Yesterday hit single, when she says, "When the light is off, it isn't on."
Ooh.
It's so deep.
That's like a fucking Jaden Smith quote.
Oh.
If you read his,
I try to stay away.
He must be fucking high as shit.
I know.
When he tweets.
But you know what? I don't follow his Twitter account purposely, but however, he's in that. Have you watched the show The Get Down?
No.
It's on Netflix, and he's in it, and he's awesome.
I don't know what that is.
It's just like a series about, I don't even know how to really explain it. It's about music in like I don't know if it's Harlem or not. You would think I hadn't watched it, but I've watched the whole first season. You just have to watch it. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's just about like a bunch of guys who, like, the one guy, he wants to better himself. He's like living in the hood kind of, and living in New York City around the time when there was like a huge blackout in the city. It was like during the 70s.
Okay.
During, like, you know, this whole, I don't want to say doo-wop's the wrong word. And
70s?
Yeah, the 70s.
Definitely not doo-wop.
No.
Disco? Is that what you're
disco.
saying?
That's what I'm thinking. And it's about like kind of mixing things, like being a DJ and stuff. It's really cool.
And he stars in that?
He does. And he's great.
He's a voice actor in this one anime.
Oh.
And it was awful.
Really?
awful. Kevin and I were laughing our heads off because we watch anime.
Yeah.
And it just, I'll have to show you a clip of it.
Okay.
It was just super, super bad voice acting.
Awesome.
Awesome.
That's crazy. No, you know what? I don't like Jaden Smith really at all, but I'll tell you, like I said,
his father's hot as hell, though. Will Smith, if you're listening to this, you're my exception to my marriage.
Love. No, you know, I've never been a huge Will Smith fan either, but like I don't dislike him like I like Jaden Smith. Like I think Will Smith is a good actor.
Yeah.
Like so I don't, you know.
Him and like iRobot and
I've never seen that one. Never
oh
seen
my
it.
God. No? Okay.
I've seen him in what's that movie? With
Hitch.
Jaden Smith. I've seen Hitch.
Oh, you're talking about Pursuit of Happiness?
Yeah, I've seen him in that. It's been a while though.
Oh God, my heart broke in that.
Yeah. I read the book as well. The book is very interesting, actually.
What's the one with like something with pounds?
Oh yeah, I've never watched that. I think it's 7 Pounds. That's with
Pounds?
Rosario Dawson, I think.
I haven't watched that one.
Me neither. I think it might be on Netflix or something. But I know with his son, like the only time I've really liked him is with The Get Down, and then he was in that movie The Karate Kid, the remake.
Oh no, that was so bad.
No, I know it was bad,
It was
but in the
so
beginning of the movie, when he's in Japan and like he doesn't want to be there, he like whips out the tears, and it is so good. I thought he did great. Like he's like, I don't want to be
legitimately
here.
did not want to be there.
Probably not. He's like, I don't want to be here. Like I'm like, oh my God, you poor baby. And then I watched the whole movie. Or did I watch the whole movie? No, I don't think so.
I didn't watch the whole movie at all.
I have no interest. I've never seen the original Karate Kid.
It's an okay movie.
I've seen the Three Ninjas.
I don't know what that is.
Well, you know, it's fine. You don't need to know.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot of martial arts. We are going really far off of
We
Elixir.
are. So,
Whoops.
folks, how'd we get here?
Follow our progression with Elixir
Mm-hmm.
on our social media pages. Is it okay that we wrap up? Do you have anything else to say on it?
I guess real quick, I'll say Audible. Real quick, I'll do Audible
go
before
for
it. So once again, we want to let you guys know let you fam know that our sponsor is Audible today.
Mm-hmm.
And if you visit our link, audibletrial.com/BaBaT, you can get a free audiobook as well as a free 30-day trial to audible.com, which is the leading provider of audiobooks on the interwebs with over 180,000 titles, possibly more. Hasn't been confirmed. And
we didn't do our own research.
yeah,
Why would we?
You know, I feel like I was thinking about it, that show, Which Please, they like actively say we're not doing the research, so I was like, oh yeah, we should do that too.
Yeah,
But don't
we're
want to copy
definitely not doing
them. But you know what? We don't do it. So
Whoops.
we'll do it. We do it sometimes. So we would recommend Elixir, but there's only like a chapter up there. So I guess, what is a book? Oh, you're smiling.
Because I instantly, I'm going to recommend it at the end of the series as well.
Okay.
But it is The Mediator series by Meg Cobbett.
Okay.
Whoever, it's a Princess Diary series.
Oh.
She has a mystery suspense in the mediation one. Like,
Okay.
I think she also writes the 1-800-WHERE-ARE-YOU series.
I've never heard of that.
But this one, the Mediator series, is similar. It's supernatural. It's a girl that falls in love with a ghost, and you follow their relationship. It's cute. It's campy. It's well written, and there's several books to it.
Okay.
And they solve like mysteries and stuff together.
Interesting.
So
okay.
that's what I would recommend. And
Okay.
it's been a long time since I read it, so I just quick looked at the reviews, and it's a 4 out of 5 versus Elixir, which is like a 3.
Okay.
So it should be better.
Interesting.
But yeah, so that is on Audible. I saw it there. So you could totally get that.
Nice.
With your
Cool.
credit.
That's awesome. All right, great recommend. That makes me think, I didn't know I've never been really interested in reading anything by her, and so it's interesting that you say that, because I had no idea that she wrote anything beyond The Princess Diaries, which I don't know why I just never thought about it, but why I never considered that of course she would write other things.
Yeah.
But
Because it's Princess Diaries. It's
right.
a moneymaker.
Have you ever read the Princess Diaries books?
I have not.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the movie. I could separate them, like, that's fine. I've just, even when I've thought about adding it to my reading list, I've never. Mm-hmm. But maybe I will.
Yeah. Or the
Ooh.
Mediator series.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I'll read that before Princess Diaries. I love the movie so much. That movie, I had it on VHS tape. I watched it every day when I got home from school.
Oh, you're so cute. Your brother must have hated you.
He watched it with me. All right. So, come on now. And we used to watch Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Constantly.
Like, when that came out, oh my God. That was our new movie, watching every night. Good. Yeah, I'm sure my parents were like, go outside. And we did. We did. We rollerbladed.
And you know where you should go?
Where?
To all of our social media pages.
Nice transition.
You're welcome. We are on Facebook. We have a group and a page. Mm-hmm. We are on Instagram and Twitter and Goodreads. We have a website that you can follow our progress through the book and get all of our episodes and leave us a voicemail.
Indeed.
There's so many things that you could do and click on and
so
enjoy. There's a little information about Danielle and I.
Yeah.
As of right now, do we drop our Beesbo?
As of this point, yeah, Beesbo has been posted.
Cool.
So hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah. I wonder how it goes.
I know.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are excited for Elixir. Follow the progression on all of the groups. We post pretty regularly.
Yeah, for sure.
Comparative to other podcasts, I would say.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, get involved with us. Talk to us.
And we also, if you'd like to stay up to date, maybe you don't use social media for some reason, maybe you'd like to subscribe and get emails sent to you. So you can do that on our website as well. Mm-hmm. And again, our website is BaBaTpodcast.com. And there on the top right corner, you'll see a subscribe button. So just click that, enter your email, and you'll get emails when we post new episodes.
Cool beans.
Yes, indeed.
So we want to thank Katie Hartung for our art, our little logo.
Yes, indeed.
Her information is in our show notes and on our website if you want to get in contact with her. And we don't have a music person
not yet
at this very point.
Correct, but we will put them in the show notes as well. Maybe I'll even insert them right here. Okay. So maybe that will happen. Anyway, so
just keep it silent.
Yeah. I probably will do that.
That's really funny.
Because that's hilarious.
And then tag them.
Yes.
No.
At the end. Yeah, right now.
All
right.
Man. Cool.
All right. Thanks for listening, everyone. I guess, yeah, that's it. We got it all covered.
Yeah, we're going to go build Danielle Dungeons & Dragons character.
So excited. I already got some stuff in my mind. I'm so pumped. All right. Peace, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.